Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. Probably one of the most requested 22 long rifles on my channel is an Anschutz. In front of me I have an Anschutz 1710, but before we go any further to talking about the rifle and the stock and the optics on top of it, got my buddy here. Tell everybody who you are.
I am Oscar Haugen. I am the CEO and founder of GRS Rifle Stocks. Correct.
All right, I've got a few of your stocks on some Savages and other things. Big fan, huge fan of your stocks. So tell us a little bit about what we have here before we start shooting this beautiful Anschutz.
Okay, this is a model we call the Sporter. It's the one we sell most of in the lavender stocks. It's kind of a crossover between a hunter stock and also like for competition shooting. The entire thing about it is that it's a very ergonomical grip. It's really easy to adjust. You push and adjust length of pull, you push and adjust for a cheek riser. And when you kind of do that and you get the correct measurements, when you put the rifle up, you can engage the target much faster. It gives you a lot more stability because there's no play in the shooting position anymore.
Gotcha. See, and you guys know this and watch my channel. I'm 6'6", 220 pounds. So I'm not built like the average person. So when I pick up a rifle, I shoot a lot of different rifles, of course, on my channel, and I own them. But when I have a rifle or even a shotgun that fits me, I can tell everything is locked in much better. You know, your wiggle room when you're trying to do precise shots is much better. And with something like this, not only is it beautiful, but it actually functions.
Correct, 100%.
So on top of here, we have a 20 MOA rail.
Correct. And I
got my Crimson Trace. This is the Hardline Pro. This is in the mill, 5x24, I believe. And I haven't shot this rifle yet. I haven't shot an Anschutz in probably 15 years. They are pretty pennies.
They are.
A lot of you guys wanted me to compare the Voodoo to an Anschutz. Maybe later video we can do that. But this is pretty much just their hunting and their target, the 1710. Am I correct by saying that?
Yes.
So the hunting, this is made for like hunting and also target shooting. It's not really made for like Olympic shooting or biathlons or anything like that.
No, or F-class. So this would be like a general all-around kind of gun.
Okay, so this is like almost like an entry-level Anschutz.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm excited to see what exactly this rifle will do at 100 yards. I have, like I said, it's been a very long time since I shot one, and I can't wait to put this stock on my shoulder to see how well I can dig in. So, because that's key to precise shooting.
For sure.
So you're not only, you know, if the firearm doesn't fit you, you're not going to give it your best when you shoot.
Of course, it's instead of you trying to fit your rifle, we make your rifle fit you, and that's the name of the game, basically. What we're doing.
All right, and I did dry fire. I know it's kind of a no-no to dry fire rimfires, but I did dry fire this rifle a while ago. And what would you say this trigger is?
I don't know, but it's sweet. It's the most insane factory trigger I've ever tested.
I would say probably 14, 15 ounces.
Yep, not much.
It's under a pound, guys. It caught. I pull a lot of triggers every week of my life. That caught me off guard when I pulled the trigger. So
I saw your smile.
Yeah. I'm a trigger snob. I like a good trigger, especially on a setup like this where it's made for accuracy.
For sure.
You know, you're only going to be as good as your trigger. So if you got a 10-pound trigger in there, good luck holding on to small targets. So we're going to put some targets down range at 100 yards. Finally get to shoot the Anschutz with this GRS stock, and we'll see what kind of groups we can get out of it.
Perfect.
All right, I got the Anschutz 1710 here. Got it loaded up with some match ammo, and you got a target down there at 100 yards. So the cool thing about this stock, honestly, you know, you press the button here, you've got micro adjustments. I'm tall, I've got a long length of pull, so this rear piece of the stock comes out perfect. And also you can get a higher or a lower cheek weld, which is very, very, very important. So, all right, I've got a target down there at 100 yards. Let me see what I can do. See if I can put together some good groups here. Now, we're not going for bullseye, we're going for groups, okay? That trigger is phenomenal. I'm serious, that's probably 14 or 15 ounce trigger. I'm gonna measure it, put it in B-roll. They're almost touching at 100. Oh, there's a stuck case in here. All right. holy cow, I just put that in the exact same hole as the other one. This is absolutely impressive. Well, there's about a half-inch group at 100 yards. So my first thought, so this is the first time I've actually shot this rifle, and it just straight up mounted the scope, you know, made a few sight-in shots on it, and that's the first group I've ever shot out of this brand new rifle. Now, these rifles eventually will get broken in and even shoot better as time goes on, but I can't tell you how important it is to have a stock that actually fits you. You know, you've got a place back here on the back of this stock that you can really dig into, pull it tight against your shoulder, snug it up, and with all the adjustments. But this angle of this grip, a lot of people like thumb grips, which I guess thumb hole grips can be okay, but something like this, when you're target shooting and you can lay your hand on it with the thumb grooves, it just feels natural. This is probably one of the most comfortable setups that I've ever shot in rimfire. It's like it's made for me, and all these little micro adjustments, man, it feels good. I've had thousands and thousands and thousands of people say, you need to get an Anschutz, you need to get an Anschutz and shoot it and see what they do. All right, this rifle's not even broken in. It's probably had 20 rounds through it, and I just shot a half-inch group at 100 yards. So I'm gonna get my buddy here behind it, see what he can do. Maybe he can shoot a better group. More than likely he can, but holy cow, what a setup. All right, buddy, I shot about a half-inch group. I haven't been out here to see it, so until I see it, I'm calling it a half-inch group. See what you can do.
Okay.
This is your baby, you brought it.
I will treat my baby well.
Did you hit it?
I did.
Okay, good. That trigger, guys.
This trigger is insane.
It's the best trigger I've ever felt in my life. For some reason,
Wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, the extractor's kind of messing up a little bit, but the rifle may not be broken in. Nice. I think you're hitting the target.
It is definitely on there.
All right, how was the last shot?
You had the wind up on
We did good.
Really? So, cause I can't see what he's shooting, but for me, I don't know about you, when I'm shooting tight groups, especially on camera, like the last shot, I'm always like, ah! I'm like, don't mess this one up. You have one job, Dave. So, all right, let's go down there, grab the target, and show everybody what kind of groups we shot.
Sure.
All right. Here's the group. I'm going to show you a close-up picture. That's about a 0.5, 0.6. All right. First time really shooting this firearm for groups, and it shoots a 0.5, 0.6. Can't say enough about the rifle. All right, and this setup, and the Crimson Trace scope on it. It's just a. Now your group's good too. You know, you're still looking at about an inch, maybe 1.1 inch. You know, this rifle is definitely sub MOA. Now, you don't just make the GRS stocks for Anschutz, correct?
We do not. That's correct.
So what other manufacturers do you make them for? So if someone has a Remington 700, do you make a?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So we make it from all the most popular ones.
Okay.
You can go into the homepage, grosriflestocks.com. If you go stocks by brand, we do 45 different inlets
Oh, really?
in the laminates. We do composites, we do chassis, all that kind of stuff. And here in North America, you can get those from FX Outdoors Group as well.
So from FX Outdoors Group, you can buy any GRS stock that you can possibly think of,
Yes,
any
sir.
configuration.
They have dealers all over the U.S.
Okay,
So,
do
yep.
you do any kind of bedding on your stocks? Because I've got a couple on my centerfire rifles, like 6.5 Creedmoor and 300 Win Mag, but I have never taken one apart, of course, on a rimfire. This is the first time I've ever shot one in a rimfire setup.
Yep. So we always recommend to gloss bed the laminate stocks.
Okay.
Just because the transfer recoil has to be even every time, right?
Yep.
And when you do those with, when you do gloss bedding with laminate stocks, you know everything is 110%.
Gotcha.
On the composite side, there's bedding blocks inside, so you just put the rifle in, torque it up, and it's good to go.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, it's a beautiful setup. Guys, I think we're going to wrap up the video. May see some more stuff on this rifle down the road. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can leave them in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.